Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 4 Decades Challenge, the 1900s, part 30. It's part 30. We have come so far, and it is now the end of the decade. Ugh. And, after this part, we'll do, like, a little bit, like, a break. It won't be, like, I'm pretty sure the break between 1890s and 1900s was literally, like, 5 months. And, like, it didn't even need to be. But, like, whatever. But this break will be quite shorter. When did I plan to have this back? October, November, December. Probably in, like, January. Because season 2 of Once Upon a Horror Story is going to end on January 1st. So, we can probably start the Decades Challenge right after that. So, like, the beginning of January, we'll be picking up the next season of the Decades Challenge, bar any craziness or whatever. But in this episode, we have to say goodbye to our last 3 children, because last episode, hold on. You don't know anybody. You do, though. Last episode, we said goodbye to Sophie. She got married. We said goodbye to Amelia and Daniel. We both reflected. We reflected and all that. But yeah, the big thing last episode was Sophie is not coming home and Sophie got married. So, here we are in this episode. It is still Christmas. Like, the end, though. Thank God. I was over here like, okay, we will get to New Year's Eve. It'll be so fucking cute. I was wrong. So here we are with Josh James and Naomi. So Josh has a question to ask my girl Naomi. Please say it. That would just be depressing. Okay, she said yes. Praise God. Okay. Okay, let me not get the flat snow. Because it's so irritating. Okay. So, yay! Naomi got engaged to, maybe the second love of her life. Maybe. Who knows? And then I'm gonna go have them woohoo again. I had them woohoo before this. Who's in there? Who's in there? Woohoo with Josh. Oh my god. Is Jacques under my covers? Because he's a crazy psychopathic ghost. Can you go? I think he is. Because he was roaming before they got engaged. Oh, no, there he is. Why is it? Who's under that bed? Okay, it was just a glitch. That was so creepy. I was like, who's there? Because I saw Jacques or whatever in the closet. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, but thank God, Winterfest is over. Winterfest was awful. Horrible. Such is life. I don't care. I think we had a great Winterfest. We got so much done. Like, Winterfest was legitimately, we had like a Christmas Eve, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was like Christmas Day, I think was part 28, and then we had part 29 still on Christmas, and part 30 is on Christmas as well, but let me just put Naomi in something cute. Outfits, change outfit. Let's do this. Basic. Girl. Can I, like, reset? It's so creepy. Outfits, change outfit. Every day. Aw, how cute. Cute. I don't know if he's necessarily the love of her life, but, what is wrong with The Sims 4? They're just... I know free will is on. I'm gonna get a picture like this as well. Just so we'll have a few pictures of Josh James. But, yeah, I think we can start reflecting. So, You. Who are you again? You see dresser. Change outfit. Every day. So, you, girl. What's your name? Josephine Milton. You know, you are a prostitute, you know. You didn't have much of a storyline because, you know, after Naomi got this brothel, I kind of dropped it. But Jenny Lofton. They all look so bad because I didn't do their outerwears. Jenny, you know, you're a prostitute too. Nothing special. Okay. Josh James. Yeah, Josh James, friend of the world. Head caterer, apparently. No real relationships other than he's friends with Colton because they were like roommates or whatever. And now he's engaged to Naomi and he doesn't know anything about her. It's fine. It's fine. He accepts that she's a madam. So, really, you can't be too choosy in the Decades Challenge. But Josh James is good, romantic, goofball, and gregarious. I like him. You know, he's not, what's his name? Oh my god, I don't even know his name. Chase. I was about to say Cole, but I'm like, that's our kid. He's no Chase Fox, but, you know, Chase was kind of, I mean, I get his reactions and all that, but, like, it's still, I'm Team Naomi on the Chase and Naomi breakup. I don't know. Who knows? Because there's a war coming. And who knows who will survive. They may not even get to be married. They will be. We're going to do a time skip. Because I like time skips. But Josh, you were wonderful. Cole, bless. The only child of Chase Fox and Naomi Davis. Active, a rambunctious scamp. I'm going to up your relationship with Josh James to like 65. I'm going to down your relationship with Chase to like a good 25. Yeah, I think it just kind of fits. Because I feel like Josh hangs around here a lot now. So they're probably friends. Chase, I really hope, Cole, I really hope you become, like, I don't know, a more major of a character, because, I don't know, you're just kind of here. Like, your birth and, like, the leading up to you was really important, but you don't seem to really be that important. But hopefully, maybe you can be a friend in the next season of our heir. So, go Cole. I like Cole. He's fine. Naomi. I don't think she'd be my least favorite child, but she's definitely not my favorite. I feel like Jasper. If I had to pick, I think Jasper would be my least favorite. My favorites ranked would be Amelia, Sophie, Daniel, Nathan. No. Amelia, Sophie, Daniel, Nathan and Naomi or Todd, and then Jasper. Because I feel like we didn't do much with Jasper. Just, you know. I mean, yeah, Jasper, we'll go to him next. But Naomi, super romantic, didn't even get that far. Outgoing, romantic, ambitious, and alluring. Good for you. Good for you. Naomi, I really kind of liked your little arc. Because I feel like it was kind of feministy. But, you know, well, as feministy as being a prostitute in the 1900s can be. I feel like Naomi and Sophie kind of had some feministy arcs. And some kind of, like, I don't know, struggles that seem realistic for the time. I'm doing my best here. But, yeah, Naomi, your relationship with Chase was kind of cute, even though you kind of lied a lot. Let's just dumb this down. So, like, we can put it at 66 and 47 because he's dead. He's dead. He's not the great love of your life. Lovers. Benjamin and Marion. I feel like I've said this many times before. The Decades Challenge took a hard turn. Like, not really, but I feel like I've said this before. Annalise was not supposed to die. She was supposed to vow revenge on Sophie, and she was going to be the one to expose Naomi. And instead of Annalise telling Chase, Naomi was just going to man up and, like, tell Chase herself, her big secret. And then they were going to get pregnant, and, you know, the story was still going to play out the same. But that didn't happen. So, thank God, Benjamin and Marion were here. And thank God, Marion knew her way around the bar table, whatever. But, yeah, Benjamin kind of did screw us over. But we had two rich Johns. Those were our first Johns. We had a John who gave us a house. Erratic. Whatever. Whatever. That's not important. And we have Benjamin, the Goths, and the Villarreals. So, I feel like we kind of are laying the foundation for, like, the future. Like, the big families of the future. Like, the Landgrabs, the Goths. I don't even think the Landgrabs are here yet. The Landgrabs and, like, the Altos and all that, I kind of want to put them in at some point. But, you know, later on. But, yeah. So, Naomi, I really liked you. Who's, like, your big relationships with? You're really close to Nathan. You're really close to Sarah. I feel like she wouldn't be as close to Joseph anymore. So, 44. I feel like they wouldn't be as close. Amelia, I feel like you always kind of wanted to be Amelia. And let's bump down your relationship with Nora, because she's Nora. I love Nora. She's probably, like, my favorite of the kids. Probably because she was the one we spent the most time with. But we'll deal with her in a minute. But, Naomi, I really did love Naomi. I really did. I loved all of the kids. I just loved some of them more than others. But I'm really glad we got to go through Naomi's life. And I don't know what, like, the future all holds for her. I feel like she will get married. Who knows if she'll have another kid. I always imagined Naomi, like, when she gave birth, this was, like, just, like, my headcanon, that, like, she gave birth to Cole, and it was, like, I don't know, like, a really hard one. Like, it was, like, really difficult or whatever, so it, like, kind of scares her from having more children. And plus, I feel like she didn't think she'd find love again. I feel like she was just kind of set with the fact that she'd always be in love with Chase Fox, and she'd just be sitting there in her mansion, like, crying her tears in her marble bathtub, you know? But, you know, I guess things change, so who knows? That was just my, like, original thing. But, yeah, Naomi, I really did love you. You were really, really, really great. I feel like you really wanted to be like Amelia, and where is she? Do you not know? You knew her. Mary, where is she? You don't know Mary. You did know Mary at some point. That was like your childhood idol. You wanted to really be like Amelia and Mary, and I guess you just kind of didn't. You kind of took a hard left. But, Naomi, I am really, really glad that we got to spend these 30 parts on and off with you. And, yeah, I'm really glad Naomi was given to us. And we got to go through these arcs and these trials and tribulations with her. And who knows what the 1910s have in store for her. So, next, we have to go visit our next child. And we are back, and I want to get a picture of him, because he ages up in this part. Him and his brother, John. I spelled his name wrong on the little, like, my document, or my piece of paper. I had a document, like a Word document, on my Mac at first, but then I was like, I didn't want to have to pull that up every episode, so I just decided to write it down on, like, this big this is just, like, this big rectangular white piece of paper. And I spelled his name wrong. I put an H in it, but it's not an H. But yeah, this episode, well, this part, we have to age up Jason and John. So, we'll age up John first. We'll let Jason finish his food or whatever. Aw, how cute. But John was wild. That was his big trait. So, time to, let's see, cheats. Okay, not cheats. Sim commands. I know what I'm doing. Set age. Child. John aged up and he was wild. So I think he's going to be... I wish we had more traits. That's like my big thing. I want more traits. Cheerful. Cheerful and social. Actually, he can be cheerful and motor. Go here. Unfortunately, he doesn't look that cute, but that's because he doesn't get a makeover. He'll have a makeover. Let's be honest. He'll be like a teen or like an adult or whatever in the he'll probably be a teen. In the 1910s. But who sent him birthday gifts? Felicity, Cole, Daniel, James, and Daniela. How cute. Let me clear those out. But yeah, good for him. So now it's your turn. I think I like Jason more, but he's outgoing and he is also social. Go here. John's not social. Why did I say also? Whatever. Go here so I can age you up and then we can reflect or whatever. Send commands. Set age. Team. So Jason is outgoing and he's going to be outgoing and outgoing and I don't know. I need more traits. Self-assured. And he is going to be a leader of the pack. I feel like I've never completed that one, and I probably won't to this day. I think he looks a lot like Mary. And I feel like this one looks a lot like Jasper. I don't know, whatever. But, yeah, John, you don't really have any meaningful relationships other than his family. What is God's name? Whatever, Jason. Jason really doesn't either, but, you know, he will at some point. Mary. I like Mary. I do. This side-eye. It's wonderful. But, yeah. Mary. I really like Mary. I do. Oh, she wants to be leader of the pack, too. So, she's leader of the pack, outgoing, romantic, self-assured, and gregarious. And she has no reputable skills and no real career. So, yeah, she just kind of sits here in this tower. Just, you know, getting all that mob money. But, yeah, does she have any meaningful relationships other than... No, her family? Not really. She doesn't really have any friends. Oh, she's friends with Annabeth Muniz. Good for her. Are you an adult? I have to make sure. Yeah, she's an adult. Okay. But, yeah, she's friends with Annabeth. And her father, and her mother, and Phoenix. So, yeah, good for her. I liked Mary. She was probably the most underdeveloped love interest, I could say. She's kind of one note. You know, she was pretty, and she was popular. That was pretty much it. And she's okay with all this mafia stuff that Jasper is involved in. I'm pretty sure Jasper's like a hitman. For Max. Yeah, I think he is. Okay, can you get up the stairs? Okay. Let's just have you... Sure. Cute. Jasper. Apparently my least favorite child. I still like Jasper. I like Jasper a lot. He's just less developed. Public enemy. Kleptomaniac, bro, hot-headed, and dastardly. And he is the muscle for the mafia. For, the Villarreal mob family. Good for him, though. He wasn't really... Like, all he did in season 1, he and Mary vandalized some ruins, and it was cute, I guess. We made it cute. And he beat up... Who did he beat up? He beat up Tara Muniz in, like, the last episode, and he stomped on Sophie's dollhouse, and then somebody fixed it. I think he fixed it. But, yeah, that was basically Jasper. Him and Amelia helped smuggle Sophie to South America, or Middle America, I don't know. I still don't know where Salvadorada is. It's not here. It's not in Willow Creek or Newcrest. It's not in this continent. Wait, yes it is. It's not in this country. My bad. I know what a continent is. Wait. Is it? I don't know what's part of North America. I don't really know actually what defines a continent either. I don't know if North America and South America are both the same continent. I feel like they're not, but who knows? And I don't know where Middle America fits in there, like Central. Whatever. Whatever. I don't need... This is not a geography class for fake town. But, he doesn't have a lot of meaningful relationships. I mean, he's friendly with all the family and his children and his wife. He's closest out of the kids with Amelia, which I guess would make sense because of they teamed up to save Sophie. He's probably, and Sophie was actually like 42, 43, 44, 43. Yeah, Sophie was the sibling he had the least amount of friendship with, and yet he still risked all these things to save her, and I think that's really sweet. So I will always admire Jasper and Amelia both for that and that teamwork. But yeah, not much to Jasper. He didn't really do as much. He did some off-screen things. But other than that, he has pretty normal relationships with everybody. Good for him. He doesn't really hate anybody except Tara Muniz, because Tara Muniz was crazy and was stalking us for the entirety of season 1, and his children wreaked havoc on this family in season 2. Hopefully, season 3, they'll be over. They can, die out or something. But I remember the Munizes, they started with, it was him and the wife, and they had, 6 kids. 6 or 7 or something. It was a lot of kids. It was a lot of children. And now they're down to, 4. It's so depressing. The Munizes, the wife, I think, is dead. And then Annalise is dead. Sophie's ex-boyfriend is dead. What is his name? Dean. Dean's dead. So now there's Annabeth and Mila and another boy, but I'm not sure who that boy may be. But I think I want another picture. I think we have to go to the final. In God's name, why did it throw me all the way back there? I think we have to go to the final household and pick an heir and, reflect on the rest of the household. So, because who knows if some of them will be alive next season. So, yeah, be right back. Hey guys, and we are back with our final household with all of our children and all of our important people. So, here we are. Oh, this is so sad. Let's reflect on definitely not the heir and not that important overall. We'll get a nice picture. Good for her. Adeline. Or Adeline? I don't know. I don't know how to spell it. But yeah, Adeline, cheerful and a social butterfly who has no meaningful relationships outside of this family. And even that's kind of slim. Yeah, I like Adeline. I do. She just didn't do a lot. That's the kids in these LPs, they can't really do a lot. You have to wait until they're teenagers and then it's a big thing. But yeah, Adeline, I like you. Hopefully you'll do things. I think she will do things next season. I'm not gonna focus as much on the siblings, but since there's only 4 instead of 6 this time, and one of them will definitely be the heir, I feel like it won't be that hard to have them all play little roles, I guess. They'd be supporting, but, they wouldn't be, because the main character status, I feel like it was shared between Nathan, Rebecca, Sophie, and Naomi. And I feel like that kind of, did stretch thin, our abilities to really focus on one. Because I feel like Naomi and Sophie went through, such bigger arcs than Nathan and Rebecca. But whatever. I think they're cute. But yeah, hopefully, Adeline, you will do something cool when you age up, because you'll probably be a teenager when the 1910s start. And then let's go to Nora. Actually, we can go to Joseph next. Joseph, I guess he would technically be the founder because he was the boy of the 1890s. But yeah, you've come so far. You haven't really been able to do anything these past, like, 7-ish parts because, it's winter, like, the dead of winter, and hopefully if you live between the time skip, I think he's gonna live, because him and Sara, since the lifespan is unlocked, they have a hot minute. He's 105. He's probably not 105, he's probably like 70. But, yeah, freelance botanist, he never got to level 10. Or, not level 10. Oh, he was almost there! Oh, he just had to have a cow plant. But, we're not doing the cow plant. We can have one, I guess. Like, I can send him fishing at some point next season if he's still... I think we're gonna stay in this household next season. Because most of the kids will be gone. Well, probably like 3. Maybe 2. I don't know. Most of the kids, a kid will be gone. We will have enough space. So maybe he'll have a cow plant. But next season, for like the deaths, I'm just going to roll a dice and then kill them with MC Command Center. Because that seems more realistic than feeding them to a cow plant. Being like, oh, they died from like an explosion. Or they froze to death. Or, you know, they seem more like realistic. Death. They got struck by lightning. You know? I feel like that seems more realistic than, hey, let's feed you to a cow plant. And I like realism in my gameplay. Kind of like crazy realism, like soap opera level realism, but realism nonetheless. But hopefully, yeah, maybe we will get him a cow plant, and maybe he will master the freelance botanist aspiration, which I have never ever had a sim master. But he didn't really have a career because I don't think we were allowed to have any. He got to level 10 of gardening and 5 of fishing, 4 of parenting. He had a good amount of skill. Rocket science. Okay. He didn't really have a lot of meaningful relationships. I mean, he did, because he's been in 2 seasons, but he didn't really have a lot of arcs. Like, his big arc last season was basically, like, the drama with the sisters, Caroline and Lois. I don't even think he likes Lois. Yeah, he doesn't. But I think he still loves Lois. I feel like he just does not, you know, I feel like they can't have a good relationship because of, like, the things that she has done and the things that, like, you know, they have, like, just sat here for the past, like, 40-ish years. Actually, they were, like, 20, probably. I don't remember how old I said Joseph and Sara were, but they were probably 20-ish. And Lois was probably, like, 30. So, I don't know. They've just sat here for the past, like, 40-ish years. Like, 40, 50 years, just, like, stewing in their anger or whatever. But I'm really glad that I like Joseph. I do like Joseph. Him and Caroline were really sweet as a brother-sister duo. Him and Sara were really, really cute, even though there wasn't a lot of build-up to their romance. They were just kind of, it was already there, but I like the backstory of their romance. But he is family-oriented, loves the outdoors, self-assured, and a collector. And hopefully the 1910s treats him well. But because he is an elder, I'm not sending the elderman off to war. That just seems kind of sad. And depressing. Like, I feel like he wouldn't have a chance. So, who's next? Let's go Sara next. Actually, yeah, we'll do Sara. Joseph and Sara. Sara, I like Sara. I feel like in season 1, Joseph and Sara, they were kind of boring at first. Because, like, nothing was happening. Like, I tried to create drama. Nothing really happened. Until, like, the kids came along. So I definitely liked the kids more than I liked Sara and Joseph. And I feel like that remains to this day. But I really do like Sara and Joseph. If only for the sake of, they were the beginning of this all. But Sara wanted to have a big, happy family. And she only got a little 2. Ugh. She didn't have any career. She mastered the cooking and the painting skills. And she got to level 6 in parenting and 3 in gourmet cooking. Her big relationships. She has good relationships with all of her grandchildren. She is really good relationships with Nathan and Naomi, as well as Amelia and Daniel. She has good friendships with Jasper, Lucy, Caroline. They were like the girl squad. Her brother. Like, oh, cute. I really liked Sara. She was the breadwinner of this household, because of, like, the paintings. I did this in The Sims 3. I painted in The Sims 3. My girl, she's over here, like, level 6. And, like, she makes such crappy money. Like, $100. Even though she does it on the drafting table, so I guess that's probably why. And she does the research fashion concepts instead of painting. I don't know how that works, but, you know, Sara was over here like, we were making bank. But Sara is a foodie, family-oriented, creative, and domestic. I really do like Sara. I do. But I just feel like she only had really one arc. And that was, finding her brother in San Myshuno, thanks to Lucy and Caroline, I believe. I liked her dynamic with Lucy and Caroline. They were like the OG girl squad, so good for them. I like Sara, and hopefully the 1910s treats her well. Let's go to Nora. She's currently learning the piano, because I think it'd be cute. Nora. She, let me just up these. She wants to be a mansion baron. She is perfectionist, a snob, and business savvy. I feel like the finishing school really did affect her. Like, she kind of got a taste for the finer things in life. And, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I like Nora. I do. I like how snobby she is, and I like how she thinks she's better than all of this, and I like it. I just do. Like, I feel like we have not had a snob in, like, the main family. We have not had a, I'm better than this, like, type of like character yet, and I like that because I feel like it really shakes up the relationship dynamic, especially when characters like Naomi are making these like big like mistakes and choices that they cannot come back from and that are socially like taboo. And I feel like Nora is kind of like I feel like she's very obsessed with appearances. That's kind of what finishing school. That's the big effect finishing school had on her. She's very obsessed with appearances, like. She's, like, very, like, kind of Stepfordy, I guess. But I like her. I love Nora. She's probably my favorite of the 4 kids, mostly because she's probably the one we spent the most time with. Because this season, instead of having, like, babies right away, we, like, did, like, character arcs. And, like, we focused on, like, the wedding, the engagement, how in love they were. Instead of just being like, we having kids now. And I feel like we're kind of gonna, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do that in season 2. Season 3! Oh my god, my bad. Season 3. But, yeah, her meaningful relationships. She was friends with Dorothy Dyer and Rose Stanfield from Finishing School. She didn't like... Who did she not like? I don't think she liked Christine that much. I kind of wanted there to be a rivalry. If I would have done like a little mini-series, like a 10-part mini-series about the finishing school, I feel like that would have been cute, but I didn't. We barely spent any time in the finish school. We sent Nora off just because I needed space. But, I feel like she probably would marry Philip Carmichael, even though she might not even love this boy. But he is a perfectionist and materialistic. I feel like she would marry him solely for his money and his status, because that is who Nora is. Whether it will cost her in the end, who knows. But she doesn't have really any reputable skills. I was working on charisma for her, and I guess piano now. But I do like Nora. I feel like she does care for her siblings. But I feel like at some point, the 3 younger kids could make mistakes that Nora doesn't see a way back from. And that might be... I don't know, something that Nora has to deal with herself, that family is more important than your social status. But who do we want to go to next? We'll go to Rebecca. Rebecca, she wrote like 2 or 3 books. Who knows? I don't remember. She wrote like 2 or 3 best-selling books. She went out and got the mail, and it was all this crap, so. All this expensive crap, apparently. Whatever. But Rebecca wanted to be a best-selling author. She got to level 1. She did not write 5 good books, apparently. I don't know how many books she's written. Can I check? Is there a way to do that? Stats? No. But Rebecca is family-oriented, bookworm, creative, and amuser, and I liked her as a character. I feel like her relationship with Nathan was very pretty and very cute, and I love how she kind of got taken hostage, or like a captive, or abducted, whatever, by Dustin. And I feel like even though she hated how Lorelai treated her, because I feel like I've always made this analogy, Rebecca was kind of like the Cinderella of that household, you know? She was just kind of there, like, being, like, basically, like, the maid and being, like, bitched at all the time. But I feel like she did love Lorelai, and I feel like she does love her niece. And I feel like, yeah, she doesn't have a lot of relationships outside of her main family. Like, she's not even really good friends with Sarah and Joseph, or, like, any of the siblings. But I did like her relationship with Abigail, our cousin. I think that was really cute and kind of kept Abigail relevant. Because I do like Abigail. She's, like, probably my favorite of the extended family. Hold on, let's go to the extended family. Who did you have? You had Celia, and Celia's dead. But Celia had Grace. And then you had Abigail, Joseph, and Laura. And Abigail married Hugo Villarreal and had Edward and Ella. And then, how do I get back? You. And then you had Samantha and Alec had Molly with Helen. Good for him. But yeah, I really did like Rebecca. I feel like she just didn't, I don't know. She did things, but like she wasn't like a force of nature like Naomi and Sophie were. But on to Nathan. Cute. Musical genius, got to level 2. He's a jingle jammer, level 5. He got to level 10 of the violin skill, 2 of the piano, and 3 of parenting. I really liked his dynamic with Naomi and Sophie. Like, I feel like he was kind of trying to always clean up their messes. And I think that was cute. He has good relationships with his children, his parents, everything's pretty great. The only sibling he's not really good friends with is Daniel. And I feel like that's because Daniel, there was such a big age gap. Nathan, however, is family-oriented, musical, romantic, and a muser, and I really did like him as a protagonist. I liked him and Rebecca as heirs more than I did Sarah and Joseph as founders. I feel like, I don't know, they just did things. They weren't forces of nature like the other 2 main characters of this season, but they did more things than Sarah and Joseph nonetheless. So, I really did like them. And I'm really glad that Nathan followed his dreams and whatever. But let's go to James next, because we're aging James up. Go here. James wants to be a social butterfly, and he is outgoing. Why is everybody outgoing? I made everybody outgoing. It's fine. As a command center. Sim commands. Oh my god, stop. We'll stop when I'm ready. Set age. Teen. James is going to be outgoing and... I didn't think this far ahead. Outgoing and... He can be outgoing and... He can be outgoing and... romantic. And he can want to find, like, his soulmate. Let's fix your legs, sweetie. Sweetie, walk. I like his face. Cute. I do like his face. So, James is outgoing, romantic, and alluring. He wants to be a soulmate. And he has no real reputable skills. And I kind of want him to get with one of Nora's finishing school friends, particularly Rose Stanfield, who's romantic and cheerful. I feel like that'd be cute. That was always my big plan for him. So, he, however, is not the heir. Yeah, I decided to once again go with the twin. I don't know why. Yeah. So, he will be probably nearing adulthood or being a young adult by the time the 1910s rolls around. He will be going off to war, unfortunately. And he might die. So that's going to be unfortunate. But he will be with Rose Stanfield, his soulmate nonetheless. So, I liked James. He didn't really do as much. Him and Charlie seemed kind of interchangeable to me, honestly. But, you know, such is life. Charlie, get out here. Get out here. You are the heir. Charlie's the heir, by the way. I had to pick a boy. If I could have picked anybody, I feel like I'd still probably pick Charlie, because I've kind of already planned his big dynamic, or whatever, of season 3, but he wants to be an artistic prodigy. He is good, and he has no real reputable relationships other than his immediate family. And he's creative and social. But, yeah, you are next. It might be, you might hate it, but, you know, you gotta roll with the punches, you know. Play the cards you're given, play the hand you're dealt, or whatever. But yeah, I think, because Charlie's the heir, we're probably gonna pick up when he's a teen. And we probably won't start World War I for at least a few episodes, you know, just to like, because World War I did not start. Hey, it's 1910, let's start a war. No, it started like in 1914, I believe, so we're gonna wait a hot minute. Well, not a hot minute. We're gonna wait like a few parts. I don't know how many. Actually, how many? How many parts are we gonna wait until World War I? I've basically mapped out some of the series. Where is it, though? I think it's back a few pages. Let's see. Second challenge. The Great War begins in part 9. That's the title for part 9. The Great War begins. Because my LPs, if you don't know, I have sometimes trouble naming parts, so I kind of try to plan ahead for the naming. Especially if I kind of know the basic of what's happening in that part. But yeah, World War I is going to begin in part 9 of the 1910s. Up until then, we'll probably be focusing on the love lives, and then we'll focus on the war and how that is going to affect everybody. The Davises, the Lobos, the Winslows, the... Who else? The Carmichaels, the Jones, the Villareals, the everybody's. So, hopefully we all will fare well in this war, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this war will carve out a big chunk of the Davis men. So, until next time, I'll see you in the 1910s, but that is going to be all for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!